Hi, welcome to this video data, which is all about Forex technical analysis. Now, in terms of technical analysis in 2019, a lot of traders have written to us and said it's been really hard to make any money. The markets are just so choppy, there's whipsaw action, there's low volatility. Is technical analysis dead? I think in terms of the markets, you've got to understand what type of market we're in and only look for the right technical setups if you want to make your technical analysis profitable. Most traders don't approach technical analysis in the right way. I'm just going to go through a review of the markets as they are at the moment, how you can avoid losing with your technicals, and actually how you can look out for the right setups and win. Right, let's go to a storyboard and discuss all of this in more detail. All right, let's have a look at some ways to make your technical analysis profitable in what is a difficult trading environment so far in 2019. Now, point number one, Forex market volatility is at multi-decade lows. And I can't remember volatility being so low. And I've traded since 1986. And, it's what we have to cope with. Now, the odds are against you in low volatility. Even the best technical trading systems will struggle. If you've got a pair chopping sideways, you've got whipsaw action, your chances of making your money are very low. You don't actually have to trade low volatility, okay? You can be patient, okay? I know it's a well-worn phrase, but the best trade is no trade most of the time. You can't lose any money. Now, while we do have generally low volatility across the Forex markets, there are pockets of what I would call high volatility. And you can see in some of the crosses and the lesser looked at pairs, let's say the exotic pairs, volatility has been high. And it doesn't matter what the pair is called, trade high volatility. These lesser looked at pairs are well worth looking at. A lot of people say, well, you pay a little bit more on the pip spread. Well, yes, you do. But against the profit potential, the pip spread is negligible. Now, we often say in our videos, do not day trade and scalp. So, if you're a day trader or scalp, you're not going to make money, in our view, in high volatility, let alone low volatility. But if you're trading the lesser looked at pairs and taking a realistic time frame for your trades, like a few days to a week or longer, you will find good setups that are tradable for profit. And all our big profits this year here have come in the more minor, lesser looked at pairs. Very few really good profits in the majors. Now, in terms of point 5, and this is just a personal reflection, your broker will have other asset classes that you can trade. If you've got a soundly based technical trading system, you can trade commodities. And some of the commodities this year have actually had good moves. I mean, obviously the soft commodities, you've got crude oil, you've got the metals, for example, palladium has had a massive bull move this year. A soundly based technical trading system will work on commodities the same as it work in Forex trading. From our perspective here, we started out as commodity traders and switched to doing Forex trading. We use the same technical analysis for both. So you can always look at the commodities markets as well. Now, in terms of point number 6, focus on big levels in the markets to break or to hold. And I mean the daily levels, the weekly levels, the monthly levels. If you get them lining up together, you've got really significant support and resistance. And you can look off those or key off those levels and see if they hold or if they break. You've got to keep in mind that big institutions will be focused on those big levels, okay? Now, in terms of if you've got tight ranges, currencies going sideways, you can always trade tight range breakouts. if you've got really low volatility, look to trade a breakout from the range and look for the low volatility to change to high. It's a timeless technical setup. And the logic behind it is simple. If you're trading sideways and the volatility is very low and then suddenly you break out on a high volatility, chances are the fundamentals behind that Forex pair have changed and the actual odds of continuation are high. Okay, if they're not, or if you don't get the breakout following through, you can just flatten. Okay, that is a low risk trade. Trading tight range breakouts has been a few this year that have yielded us decent profits. Trade standard deviation price spikes. Now, what I mean by that is we all know that if you get really big price spikes, short bursts to the upside or to the downside, they will fade. Use, well, I mean, our way of doing this would be to use Bollinger Bands, look for big price spikes on high volatility outside or up to a standard deviation of 2, look for the stall and then look for reversion to a mean price or the mean price. Okay, done plenty of videos on Bollinger Bands which you can look up. We've done well trading standard deviation spikes this year. Okay, now in terms of point number 9, I've already mentioned it in terms of point number 7. Yeah, if a trade doesn't do as you expect and stalls, you can always liquidate and come out. Okay, and very often that's the right thing to do. Let's say on a tight range breakout, get the big volatility move outside, immediately fade back. You can liquidate, you might come out with some profit, maybe a small loss, but the right thing to do. Same with standard deviation spikes. You know, you look to come in against the prevailing trend and see if it follows through to the downside. Otherwise, you just liquidate out. Small profit, small loss. Doesn't matter. And I think, yeah, in terms of those 9 points, if you keep them in mind, you're not going to get a lot of trades, but the trades you'll get will suit technical trading. And yeah, the setups we're looking at here are higher volatility ones. They are around, despite the fact the Forex markets are showing generally low volatility. Now, point number 10, it's really a profit tip that I would recommend and have done numerous videos. Use simple sentiment analysis to filter your technical setups. So if you look at the sentiment behind the chart, you can see how bullish or bearish traders are. And that will give you a completely different perspective in terms of your technicals, in terms of when a turning point might come, or how far a trend might run. It is a difficult trading environment, but I think the points I've just listed out will help. Okay, I personally think good news, or hopefully good news, is that we are going to see a volatility pick up soon, which will be great for all technical traders and sentiment traders. The volatility is just too low at the moment. And yeah, when you get really low volatility, you know, very often ends in an explosion of high volatility, which I'm hoping for is going to occur across the Forex markets generally. But in the meantime, if you keep the tips enclosed in this video in mind, you will get some decent setups, and the odds of making money from those setups will be good, in my view, if you've got a soundly based technical trading strategy. Right, that is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care, and have a good day. Thank you.